Ron Paul will be our next speaker.
March is on. I love it. No, a lot has happened in the last couple of years, and it's building. This is a grand day. This is just one of many of hundreds. There could be millions of people out there right now doing the same thing. The country is waking up, and we should be very pleased with what's happening. It's been a long time since I first got involved. Matter of fact, I had the 22nd District a few years back, like in the 70s. Ran the first time in 1974. The first time I ran was in 1974, and guess what part of my platform was in 1974? Get rid of the Fed! All the time. The time is right. We are going to get an audit. That is growing sentiment. In the 1930s, they claimed that we had too much freedom, too much capitalism, and a gold standard, and that caused the Depression. The truth is, the Depression was caused by the Federal Reserve System, and that is the reason today they can't blame gold. Because we don't have a gold standard. We've had a paper standard since 1971, and if they come around wanting to find the people to blame, they have to blame the Federal Reserve and this paper standard, and it's because we have ignored the Constitution. All the rules and regulations that we need are written in that little booklet called the Constitution. We need to follow it. Months, we have appropriated, over my strong objection, not tens of billions, hundreds of billions of dollars. And as it's already been said, nobody even knows where the money went. But those who are in charge know where the money went. And unfortunately, it didn't get into your pockets, it came out of your pockets. There is a characteristic of destruction of a currency, and it means that when you destroy a currency, prices go up, you have economic troubles, and you transfer wealth from the poor and middle class to the wealthy. That's exactly what's happening. I didn't realize that even after the collapse of the financial system, they would be able to continue to transfer this wealth, and that is exactly what they're doing. They're bailing out their buddies. Now, there's the TARP funds included $700 billion. They gave Treasury $350 with no strings attached. Few of us woke up and the people started screaming, "Where'd the money go? What's going on?" And then they say, "Oh, well, we'll check up and find out where the money went." It's criminal what they're doing. They're running a monetary system that is based on counterfeit and fraud. That is what it is. The founders of this country were very adamant about the monetary system. They said no emitting bills of credit, no paper money, only gold and silver should be money. In 1792, they had the first coinage act, and they had a penalty based in that coinage act. And the penalty for counterfeiting was death. That's how strongly they felt about it. And now we've legalized counterfeiting, but I don't know whether I should go to the whole point now that we should apply that to, you know who, but that's how important it is. Now, when you think of this budget that's totally out of control, it is minor compared to the problem with the Federal Reserve System, because we deal in hundreds of billions. That's plenty big. But the Federal Reserve is dealing in trillions. They can create trillions of dollars, and guess what? They have no obligation under the law to answer any questions, and they don't. Unless we pass 1207 and say, we will audit you, we will find out who your buddies are. And once it is exposed, for what they are doing, how they're taking care of their friends on Wall Street, their friends overseas, foreign countries, and all the mischief they're involved, believe me, the job of getting rid of the Fed will become much easier. Yes, sir. Now this is not a brand new idea. It's been going on for a long time. From the very time the Constitution was written, the arguments grew up. Jefferson wanted hard money, no central bank. Hamilton wanted a central bank and soft money. They fought over it. They did establish a national bank. Jefferson got rid of the first national bank. Andrew Jackson got rid of the second national bank. And it's time now we get rid of the third and the biggest of all I want very limited government. Very, very limited. And the best guide that we have is our Constitution. What is the purpose of the Constitution? Very, very clear. The instructions are that the Constitution is to protect you. It is not to protect the government. I have a strong belief and conviction and motivated me all my political action, whether you want to think you're involved in politics or not is beside the point. You may be nonpartisan, and that is very good. But we are political activists because the founders were political activists. And if we do what is necessary, believe me, we can make these changes, but we have to know and understand what the Constitution said. And it is quite clear on what it says about all the issues. But the action that we take, the goals that I have heard already, the goals that we have all endorsed, it is the self-reliance and the responsibility. But the goal of all our actions should be the preservation of liberty. If we know and understand and have the confidence of how a free society works, believe me, we won't have to worry about tomorrow. If we lose everything today, just as was described a few minutes ago,